Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 1. My last video, I got, I guess, a lot of liberal people just giving just trash comments, like you uneducated idiot, and that was in regards to the Trump video I did. Want to say something though. We have McCain, we got our famous Lindsey Graham from South Carolina. And if anybody wants him, we'll gladly trade you for somebody. Maybe a local dog catcher, garbage man. No, that wouldn't be fair to the garbage man or the dog collector. But we'd definitely get rid of him if we could. The problem with him is we can't get him out of office because in the primaries, Democrats can come across and vote in the Republican primaries. So we do get a lot of that because Lindsey is very liberal on a lot of things. But they came out and were blasting Trump, saying that the evidence is overwhelming that Russia influenced the election. Now, that statement coming from those guys is so hypocritical. If you know history, the United States government for, I don't know, 100 years has been influencing elections all over the world. I mean, you just name a country, Haiti, Vietnam, Honduras, all of Central America. Look at the Middle East. We don't, try to change or meddle in elections. We just move armies in and kill leaders that are elected or are in power. So for us to say, oh, Russia, you did such a bad thing by meddling and releasing emails. The Democrats, the liberals need to just grow up. They lost, plain and simple. You know what? No one from Russia paid me a visit, called me on the phone, sent me an email. No one. The policies of Hillary Clinton and her liberal agenda and her being a little bit arrogant, thinking she was going to win and not being out there meeting people, not getting her hands dirty, not meeting the common working man. I think she thought she had this thing wrapped up. She didn't. She lost. Democrats. I didn't cry or whine when Obama got elected. I have some serious difficulty with his policies, with his trashing of the Constitution. Yeah, some Republicans have trashed the Constitution with all kinds of the NSA and all kinds of privacy laws that take away our privacy. But I didn't cry. I didn't whine. I didn't say I want to, cause chaos and disturbances at the inauguration. I didn't. We lost. Did I like it? Definitely no. But Democrats need to quit whining. Quit bringing this thing up that Russia helped Trump get elected. Trump got elected because people want change. So for us and our leaders to say, oh, Russia did such a bad thing by trying to influence the election, we're a bunch of hypocrites. We do it with the CIA. So we need to quit crying if you're a Democrat. Trump is the president. And let's move forward and quit being a bunch of hypocrites. We more than influence elections. We go and bring our armies and kill the leader of the country. We use the CIA to overthrow countries. It's proven. Just study history. So, yeah, if the Russians did something, guess what? That's what they're supposed to do. They're on the other side. Did they change votes? No, not at all. Did they pay people to vote for Trump? No, not at all. So let's move on from this issue. And McCain and Lindsey Graham, quit being a hypocrite. You know you have supported covert actions against other governments to bring them down. Is that any different than trying to release some emails to cause an election to sway in one way? No, not at all. I look forward to Trump making relationships with Putin better because they have a huge arsenal of nuclear weapons. Now, are we going to go ahead and say some of our core beliefs we're going to compromise? No, we're not. But I would rather have Russia not our enemy. I mean, they are always going to be our enemy because of some of their policies. But we don't have to have them with their hands on the trigger. So, to the world, you might hear us saying the Russians influenced the elections, we're the biggest hypocrites in the world. Now, I'm not bashing America. America is, I guess, the only empire left, and we are an empire. We try to influence everyone in the world for the advantage of our policies. Is that right? Is it wrong? I don't know. A lot of things that we try to influence is positive. But a lot of the things might not be as positive as we think. So I'm not bashing America. I am bashing politicians that are just making this as an excuse for Hillary. She got her butt whooped. She lost. People might say, well, she got more of the popular vote. How I understand is if you're an illegal immigrant, you go to California, they're going to give you a driver's license. When you get a driver's license, you can go get a voter ID, or you can register to vote. So there's millions, I'm sure of millions of illegal immigrants voting. I think the rest of the country and the states should require, you cannot vote if you're an illegal immigrant. And if a state does not have a certain amount of protection to guarantee that illegals don't vote, the rest of the states should come up with a resolution and say, hey, we're not going to recognize your vote. Because it's not protected. It's not, sacred. You can't let illegal immigrants vote. And if your state says they can vote, well, maybe that would lead to a civil war in our country. Which, the most important thing in our country is being able to vote. So if certain states totally disregard that and don't think we need to protect it, then really we do need a civil war. Because there's some core principles that we shouldn't compromise on. I believe that is one of them. If you can have illegal people vote in an election, which is fraud, you really don't have a country. It's chaos. Thanks for watching.